Yo, what's up, guys? Vicky Melody here once again, and you welcome to the channel. I wouldn't want to waste much of the time in the intro. Let's just head straight and show you. You saw the title, that was why you came. We want to talk about compression. The way I compress, I'll show you 3 ways I get nice compressed vocal and having the vocal sit on any track, on any genre, being Afrobeat, R&B, rap, hip hop, or stuff like that. So let's head into this stuff. All right. Looking at the screen, I have two audios, both are the same thing. This is actually a song I dropped just a few months back, and you could see help stream the song is on the card or even in the description. You get. So, but I want to use it for. I want to look at my English. I want to use it. That's the correct. You get. I'm not foreign. I'm local. So that's I want to use it for this particular tutorial to show you how I got it compressed. Now the first one is the original take. You see how dynamic it is. You see the peaks, you see a lot of peaks here. Why the second one is the one that I've compressed. You see it's a little bit more tamed, but the way I do my compression, I like to also retain dynamics, because the dynamics in a sound is what makes it feel like if you have the life. If everything is squashed, is so not original, there's no life in it. So always, though we want to tame the dynamics, we don't want to kill it. You get. So if you watch, I still have some dynamics going. It's not just flat. I hope you get the point. So this is the same thing. I just had to compress and match the same volume. I didn't want to have any increment in volume the way I was going. I will show you in a minute. You get. So they're identical, the same sound, but this one more compressed. You see this quiet part on the screen here is a little bit more brought up here, and most of the loud parts are brought down, making it more even. So let me show you what I did here. I like using two compressors. If you want to get smooth compressed vocal, you might not achieve it with one compressor. So it's usually, this is the best 90% of the time. You use two compressors, and the two compressors that get it done for you is an 1176 for waves. I use waves, so this is like CLA 76, and then the CLA 2A. Those two combination of compressors will give you clear compressed vocals that is up to your front, that your instrumental can never outshine your vocal. You get. So if you like the video at any point, you feel the video is helpful, click a like, drop a comment. It helps the video pop out more on the YouTube space. And if you feel like you like my content, hit the subscribe button. Let's get back. No need to do all those long preaching in this. Person who wants to subscribe, go subscribe. You get. I also want to thank the over 6,000 people who are already on the channel with us. We've been grinding for years now, so God bless you guys. So I use the CLA 70. Let me just reset everything and start from the beginning, so you see me do it. I don't know if this video is going to get long at any point, but let's just do it. So, but do well to watch everything from beginning to end. Do not skip, because I have like 3 different compressor combinations I want to show you. You get. So I used the CLA 76. It has 2 styles. It has the blacky and the bluey, but I think I like the way the bluey sounds, so I like to use the bluey, and I switch off the analog. Yeah, I don't want it there. You get. So and there's something about any 1176 emulated plugin, because these are analog plugins. So one thing you have to understand is the attack and the release is very tricky in this particular compressor. It's like the reverse in other compressors. Now you see, normally attack here means fast, but on this case 7, the highest, means fast. The other way around. You get. This is slow and this is fast. You get. So the goal we are trying to achieve in this compressor is to have it get these peaks and leave the compressor and leave the vocal alone. So I'll make it fast so that it hits the peak instantly. Then I also make the release fast, so as he hits it, he lifts it and it doesn't compress the body. Before I even start, I play my audio with this bypass, and I look at my level, so I won't be fooled with the loudness of the compressor, feeling that I'm doing something, I'm achieving something while I'm not. So I'll look at, or I can actually look at it from, I look at it. Many things with my eyes don't see, too many tears with my eyes don't bleed, too many shaggy where the boy don't see. No be so we know they all. So we are hitting about around 12. So I'll actually have to maintain my loudness at that point, because the ear feels anything that is loud or louder is better. So don't get fooled with compressor making your stuff louder. So I engage my compressor, this 1176. Then the inputs, I'll drive the input up till I see like -3 dB of gain reduction first. Many things with my eyes don't see, too many tears with my eyes don't bleed, too many shaggy where the boy don't see. Now as I'm getting -3, like around the -3, I'll have to reduce my output or increase depending, but I'm looking at our output to just be averagely around that 15 meter, you get. So let's go. Many things with my eyes don't, so around the 12, sorry. Many things with my eyes don't see, too many tears with my eyes don't bleed, too many shake. So around there I'm good, you get. Then the next thing I'll have to do is to bring in my CLA 2A, which is more like a gentle compressor that compresses everything evenly, you get. So I'll turn off the analog, which I don't need. Then I'll also flatten the frequency response, so it listens to the full frequency of the song, not getting triggered by a certain frequency, you get. So I can actually check my inputs and check my output, but let me leave it at the gain reduction and just use my meter here to check my output. So I also do like a -3 of gain reduction, then I also balance my gain to have, so that I won't get above this point. Because reason being, before we start adding compression in a mix, we've done our gain staging and balancing, yet. So when you balance your audio before you start, when you add compressor, you wouldn't want your compressor to make your vocal loud, so you have to also maintain the same level it was when you are gain staging, you get. Many things with my eyes don't see, too many tears with my eyes don't bleed. I like it around there. I will listen to my gain. Many things is way too loud, so I have to bring it down to match the same volume. Many things with my eyes don't see, too many tears with my eyes don't bleed, too many shaggy where the boy don't see. No be so we know they hustle, no be so we know the fast and pray. We don't hustle for my battle, Okoko Maiko. Too many story they behind the Maiko. So you get the idea. Always use 2 compressors to get your vocal there. You can use one depending on the genre of the music, but when it comes to tracks like an Afrobeat or any kind of genre that has a lot of percussions and instrumentation going on, you need your compressor to glue your vocals well. But when you're working on soft kind of music like the blues and the other, you might not necessarily use 2 compressors. One compressor is enough, because you wouldn't want you want to maintain the dynamics in the song, you get. So that's how. So I will show you the next way I do it, which is even the way I do it more often now, you get. So let's switch it over now. All right, so let me show you the second way. I use virtual mix rack when I'm mixing. So I use the virtual mix rack from Slate Digital, where you have you could just drag in a lot of plugins and then work in the rack instead of loading a lot of plugins individually. So what I do normally when I'm working on a vocal is I'll bring in the VCC channel, more like making it sound like it was recorded through an analog gear. This is usually the way I go. So I'll just on the noise reduction. That's all I do there. So I'll bring in an EQ. This is the reason why I like working with this boss. I'll bring in this FGN because it has less white noise. Most of these SSL and the whole stuff, they have a lot of white noise that I don't like. So what I do with it is just to cut off the lows to about 100. clean up my lows even before I start doing my compression. It gives better results. Okay, so I go under dynamics. This is these are 1176, all of them. This one, two, this is the bluey, this is the blackie, the one I just showed you in the previous one, and this is the vintage, but I like using the bluey. I just drag it in, and the next thing I do is to use a trimmer actually for watching my meter. Yeah, so that I will know how loud or how, so I won't exceed a particular. I'm just using this as a meter, this trimmer here. So after taking off this low end, I do the same thing. Remember, on 1176 emulated plugins, the attack is at the 7 and the release, this is fast. So I'll do the same thing.
I've been fasting, I've been praying on my knees, looking up to heaven, make you come deliver me from these trenches. So
yeah, I get the -3 dB of gain reduction. Then I also watch the meter here. I make sure I'm not crossing the -12 around there, because when it's green, a green signal means it's healthy. When it's yellow, is more like it's still healthy, but it's giving you a warning that it's about to clip. So always make sure that none of your plugin is clipping your vocal at any point. That's the reason why you have to always turn down your volume after working with most plugins.
I've been fasting, I've been praying on my knees, looking up to heaven, make you come deliver me from these trenches. So I beg you, no go pass me by. So when you want to bless your people,
you get, so you could actually listen to the song to feel the full mix. So after doing this, I could easily bring in I think this is like the older version of the VMR. I think in the latest one they've introduced the CLA2A in here, but I'll just use the CLA2A I've been using. You get, do the same thing here and get the same result.
I've been fasting, I've been praying on my knees, looking up to heaven, make you come deliver me from these trenches. So I beg you, no go pass me by. So when you want to bless your people, I've been fasting, I've been praying on my knees, looking up to heaven, make you come deliver me from these trenches. So I beg you, no go pass me by. So when you want to bless your people.
So with that, I'll show you the third method, or the third way I also do. There are a lot of ways. I can't show them in one video. Sometimes I use multi-band compression. Yes, depending on what the vocal needs. I think I've done that recently. When I did most of this compression, it didn't work. It wasn't giving me the sound. I had to use like the C4 multi-band compression. Yeah, so there is no particular plugin that gives you what you need. The sound comes from your head. You think about it and you look for the plugin that will give you the results of what you're thinking. Yeah, so to the last method. So on the last one, I use Slate Digital VBC rack. Most of these racks help you to just add just one plugin, then instead of adding different plugins on your rack, to just put it on. You get, so in case you have a lot of plugins you want to add, this rack saves a lot of space from here. So, and the good thing about this one also, you can actually adjust. These are 3 compressors. You can actually adjust either of them the way you feel like. You get, so what I do here is I use this particular one here is more like a bus compressor. I use it for mastering. It's more like a bus, so I'll just turn it off, turn the power off, then I'll also turn this one off. I'll get back to it in a minute. I do fast attack just like we've been doing, and a fast release, just the same idea. Then I have the ratio at 4. Then I work with the threshold till I see a reasonable amount of gain reduction.
No be so we know the hustle. No be so we know the fast and pray. We don't hustle for my battle, Okoko Maiko. Too many stories they behind the Maiko. Baba gonna.
But the thing I feel about the VBC, I think they are more extreme in compression. That's the way I feel. The sound is more extreme.
No be so we know the hustle. No be so we know the fast and pray. We don't hustle for my battle, Okoko Maiko. Too many story they behind the Maiko. Baba gonna beg at the beko. No be so we know the hustle.
So we do our makeup to be around that 12 because we are knocking off like 3 dB. So we make it up.
No be so we know the hustle. No be so we know the fast and pray. We don't hustle for my battle, Okoko Maiko. Too many story they behind the Maiko.
Yes, so I use this what's it called? The MU to now get more like a glue and body compression. The same idea. You get. I'll use a relatively not a fast attack, but just give it like a relatively fast attack and relatively fast release. And the good thing about this particular one, you could actually compress the stereo, the mid, or the side, depending. It's also used, this particular plugin, they come individually too. You can add them one by one. You get this particular one is sometimes I use it for mastering when I want to maybe compress the side image or to compress the mid image. You get, there are a lot of plugins and ideas of how to use plugins.
No be so we know the hustle. No be so we know the fast and pray. We don't hustle for my battle, Okoko Maiko. Too many story they behind the Maiko. Baba gonna beg at the beko. Mada tana baniko na streeto. No be so we know. I've been fasting, I've been praying on my knees. Looking up to heaven, make you come deliver me from this trenches. So I beg you no go pass me by. So when you want to bless your people, I've been fasting, I've been praying on my knees. Looking up to heaven, make you come deliver me from this trenches. So I beg you no.
But if you ask me, I prefer using the second method. Reason being, I can actually do a low cut EQ. You can actually add an EQ before doing the first one, but I think it's more straightforward and easier in the second. Sometimes I use just that rack without adding any other stuff. So if you have any tutorial you want to see on the channel, do well to drop it on the comment sections. Follow me on social media handles. My name is Vicky Melody everywhere. You guys, so see you guys on the next one.